So I just got back from a little shopping trip. There's a mall close to my apartment that has like a big grocery store and also a thrift store inside. So I stopped at the grocery store first and I got those buns that I was eating in the park. And then I went to the thrift store. I was looking for a CD player and I found one. So this guy here, this one is also, they had ones that seemed a bit like older model CD players, but I got this one because it has like a radio and it has like Bluetooth pairing. So I thought that was more functional. I'm trying to move away from like always listening to like playlists on Bluetooth speakers and stuff, but like for practicality's sake, I thought getting the one that had the Bluetooth option was like, will just mean that I definitely use this, so it makes it worth it. So we're gonna test it out and hope that it works. I didn't plug it in at the thrift store because their plug was like in the back room, and I felt too like socially awkward to like ask. So okay, so I just plugged it in. Power button. Oh, looks like it's turned on. And so at the thrift store I got a tester CD to be sure that it works. I picked the Best of Mozart because I don't know why, it just was the one there that spoke to me the most. So let's put it in. Oh. Okay. It works. This is so funny. Wow. The girls are checking it out. Oh, and this one's trying to eat whatever's in there. Don't do that. Okay, and the other thing I got at the thrift store, which I couldn't believe I found, was this lamp. And the reason I couldn't believe I found it is because I found the exact same one, but like the slightly bigger size the last time I went to the thrift store. And then when I came this time, it had the slightly smaller size. So I don't know, that's just so cool. They even had a third smaller size. It was like a little baby one, and it was so cute. But realistically, I didn't know where like I would want to even put it, and so I just left it behind. But honestly, I felt like I was separating a child from its parent, and it was really hard to not just buy it for that reason, but I tried to reason with myself and not do that. So, but I'm super happy. She's inspecting. Okay, now to see if the lamp works. I put it here. I really wanted another light here because I sit there and like do my makeup. Ah! My gosh. I am super happy. So that's the other lamp I mentioned. I'll turn it off so you can actually see. But it's the same one, but just like a slightly bigger size. So I'm so happy. For lunch, I'm making what I always make, which is like a creamy shrimp linguine with, normally with broccoli, but today I just have some spinach left and I don't have any broccoli. So it's gonna be a spinach and shrimp linguine. I'm super excited to eat this. Okay, I always just kind of put my finished artwork on the floor when it's done, because I don't know, it just doesn't really fit on the like size of these shelves, and I don't want it to get too cluttered on the shelves. So I'm gonna go through this pile and just kind of put it in order. I was gonna take a nap, but I don't think that's a good idea. I think I'm gonna do this instead. I never really feel great after a nap. I'm jealous of people who do. Okay. I don't even know where to start. It's such a mess. Okay, well first, this is a kind of quick sketch I did on some scrap paper with some like old materials I found when I was visiting my like family's home like a few months ago. And I'm kind of using it as like a folder. I don't know. So let's look at what's gonna go in the folder. Kind of like smaller works. Here's our first one. This I did in the winter after I sprained my ankle at Kung Fu class. I was looking out my window and it was snowing, so sorry, my camera died. I was just saying that I really love the colors of this one. I should use that palette again. Anyways, look, little, a smaller size one. This one I had just gotten like a smaller size sketchbook for oil pastels, and it was my first time trying like not with pencil crayons. And I was pretty happy with how it turned out. And I remember doing this and then feeling like super excited about using oil pastels. Misa Misa and Ram. This was a Gara one that I did because I was rewatching Naruto. And I was like just stunned to remember how great the character design for a lot of the characters are, but like especially Gara. Fririn inspired. A bit strange, but I like it. Now they've been neatly stacked together, and I will slip them into my makeshift folder. I also had some like test prints that I had gotten done. I didn't end up going with this printing place or like this like border thickness, but that's why we do tests. The colors got so muddied. I had just went to like a generic print shop. Didn't really know what I was doing because it's my first time making prints of my work. But eventually I found the print shop that I'm currently using that is like just more specifically for like preserving artworks in the print result. I'm like, why did I just put everything in this pile like this? Like, it's fine to put them in a pile on the floor, but there needs to be some kind of order to the pile. Otherwise, I feel like there is a lot, you guys. But there needs to be some kind of order to the pile, or I'm like, or I don't feel so good. Okay, so for these ones, we are gonna put them in a other makeshift folder I have, which is just gonna unattach this. Okay. This makeshift folder, which will be the empty sketch pad of this like drawing book. When I get disorganized, I don't feel good. Yeah, okay. So there's not much to organize here. I know that these are all the same kind of paper that belong from that sketch pad, but I will show you the drawings nonetheless. I don't know how great these are showing up on the camera. These drawings were the first ones that I kind of did in this like style that I found, that I channeled through me, that I had like never done before. So these drawings are particularly like special to me because I've been drawing for like a long time, and I've really struggled with like finding my voice and my style within my drawings. I've always kind of changed or just like gone back to traditional like realistic painting because I just never felt like my skills were good enough. So I was like constantly trying to improve them by like working on like the foundations and like realism, and which is like very helpful. But yeah, I was really these drawings just mean a lot to me because I didn't think that I would find a style that feels so like consistent and easy to me. It feels so like from my heart. So yeah, these are, and it's been a while since I used this paper after I finished that sketchbook, which was about like half a year ago, I would say. But I just ordered another one of the same sketchbook because like I'm ready to go back to that paper. I had veered away from it because I wanted to try working in smaller like dimensions and like longer dimensions and oil pastels, which I think this paper is good for oil pastels too, but I just wanted to change it up because I was feeling like I had found my voice and like found this style, but then I was really just like getting too comfortable right away. So I kind of just mixed things up because I wanted to keep improving. Yeah. So it's kind of crazy going back through all these drawings. Like the next sequence of drawings I'm going to show are really from like about a year ago. So like it's been a year, and it's kind of crazy to think about other works that I've done since then. And these feel a lot less experimental. I think that maybe like aesthetically they're potentially better than the recent work I've done. Better in the sense of like, from like very much from just like an illustration standpoint, these are all very clear and have like kind of story, but the experimentation period was quite necessary, I think, because at the same time when I look at these, I see like a lot of restraint, and I think I've learned to let go of at least some of that restraint. I do love this one a lot though. This one, there is a kind of funny little story, is that I was drawing this while I was watching Paddington. So, I don't know. The yellow raincoat is kind of like, I see what I did there. The inspiration was seeping into my drawing. Oh, these are a pair. This is snail and lobster girlfriends who are long distance because they are not from the same ecosystem, and like they are from the same ecosystem, but like, is that right? They're not from the same ecosystem. Like the lobster is on the beach and the snail is in the garden. Anyway, they're long distance girlfriends. Summertime. And I really love this one because, you know, it's just like, it's Sailor Moon. And who doesn't love Sailor Moon? I love Sailor Moon. So If you don't love Sailor Moon, don't answer that question. Just kidding. You can like or not like whatever you want. Their makeshift folder. So now those are in there. And now we make our way through the next segment of drawings. These are all also on the, oh my god, I just found okay. Oh my god. Okay. That should be. These are all also from the same like kind of paper. So for these, I don't really have a folder for them. So I'm just going to put them in between, in my little stack, in between the two folders that we've made so far. Okay, so, oh, what am I saying? Got a little scrap, loose piece of craft paper here. We're going to fold that baby right up. And now we have a folder. Okay, so these, starting off with one of my more known pieces, I guess, which I did for the Year of the Horse. And in this pile there's also a lot of just like pencil scribbles from when I was doing a kind of rough draft for a friend's like kind of illustrated poem. I really like some of the illustrations I did for her. Yeah, this one too. Okay. Inspired by my cat's cute little toe beans. Not sure how well that one will show up. This is a Sasuke Uchiha Sharingan inspired one. We have the Maestro. Another probably kind of more known drawing of mine, if that can be said. I mean, known in the sense that these drawings seemed to be well loved by some people, which is always so nice. Like a little Cat Returns, the Ghibli movie, inspired kind of sketch, doodle, whatnot. The reason why I'm organizing by which papers I drew in my mind memory catalog, if I'm looking for a drawing, I will remember what paper I drew it on, so it will be easier for me to find it. This was a kind of creepy drawing I did when I was like just feeling spooky, I guess. This one I really also really enjoyed the colors of this one, and I also really loved drawing the hands in this one. Sometimes hands feel very frustrating, but sometimes for whatever reason it like goes well, and when it does go well I have so much fun drawing hands. I really like drawing hands. This is my flying angel creature through the floating lanterns. And this one is my inner child guiding me to places unknown. Or not unknown. I don't know. I try not to talk too much about like what my drawings mean, because I don't believe it really matters what they mean. For me it just matters that I make them and share them, and people will always derive their own meaning from it, and that's what makes art meaningful, in my opinion. This is Bigfoot. It was a name I was known by as a child. This is a bunny on the moon, a little bit Sailor Moon inspired as well. And, oh, I missed one from my yellow folder pile, which is a drawing I did last year on my birthday. Alright, so those have been, these papers have been organized, and they will go in their newly made makeshift folder. Amazing. Alright, what I had missed before, I forgot would be there, is these much smaller works that I did, which this will be their folder, this random purple thing, I don't know what it's from. God, this size paper really tends to be more like of my, like, sketches. Not that that makes them any less valuable, but, you know, it's hard to like, think that or feel that, to be honest. Yeah, I honestly, like, I really love some of these so much because, you know, obviously compared to the other drawings, like the ones that I put in the yellow folder, like, that's what I meant. These are so much less restrained. They might not be as, like, appealing, but, you know, when I look at them, I sense I can sense the fun I had when I was, like, drawing them, and that's very important to me. So I really love so much. It is my demon battle warrior. But it actually says in the top corner, yeah, I don't think you can see, but it says battle is over. My water nymph spirit, and that says, there is another me in the bottom of the sea. Some of these are so, like, edgelord and, like, but deep down, that's who I am. Okay, so they've been organized. I didn't think, this was much less frustrating than I thought it was going to be. I think it was just the fact that I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to organize my stuff. Oh, technically there's still, so I had got some craft paper, but the craft paper is just like the bottom of the pile because it's the biggest, and yeah. But these are the ones I had done on craft paper. Ugh. Don't know if you can see too well, but the craft paper is a fabulous size, but I was using oil pastels on the craft paper, and the fact is that the craft paper drinks the oil pastels right up, so it was really frustrating actually to work with oil pastel on the craft paper. And so I did just those 3 drawings, even though I have like a full pad, because it uses a lot of the material and it's not really meant for it. So yeah, but I don't know, I think I would still use the craft paper, but maybe just with a different medium for like something else. All go in the purple folder together. Okay. And I don't know what to do with these test prints. I'll just put them So now that's what my pile looks like. It is much more respectful to my work, I think, having it like this. So even though it just kind of has to be on the floor, at least, they're in some kind of protection and organized, and I feel much better about that. And since I was showing my work, I will show you the ones that I put on my wall, starting with this kind of weird one that the material is like kind of a fabric that a bouquet of flowers was wrapped in, and I wanted to try the oil pastel on it, and it worked pretty well, but it was a bit frustrating, so it turned out a bit weird, but I still like her. And here we have a drawing I did that went with a poem of mine that I had written. This is Lamp Girl. Lamp Girl is definitely my star child. Everyone loves Lamp Girl, and I love Lamp Girl. It was one of the first really kind of challenges I had given to myself to kind of draw this see-through luminescence, and I was really proud of what I did. Looking at it now, I feel like there's a lot of things I could have done better, but at the time this was really my best, and I had to push myself super hard to make this. So I really like looking at this one. It reminds me of my hard work. That is a print of Glitter Galaxy Twinkle Star bath bomb. And this is Every Rose Has Its Thorn. I have a soft spot for her. I love seeing her. She really comforts me a lot. And there is Shepherd's Cutie Pie. This was another one that I was kind of really proud of. The horns, I spent so long on them. And I love the color palette on this one too. And going down here, we have another one that I really love. I was kind of exploring for the first time with making an environment, a scenic background. These kind of weird waterfalls is the result. And this was a recreation of Bookworm, who is the first drawing I did actually in pencil crayon in this kind of style, as I was mentioning before. But this one, I recreated Bookworm specifically because I only used oil pastel for this one. So I just wanted to see what I could do, kind of recreating the drawing that felt like the opening the floodgates of this style that I found in my soul. And here is one that I also really love to look at and feel comforted by. I'm really into red and black lately as a color combo, so that was kind of the inspo for this one. What's in my sketchbook? So this is a pen sketch that I did. Another pen doodles, more pen doodles. I really like this pen doodle. This is just a silly drawing. It says, "I am very powerful. I carry a lot of stuff on my head. I probably have anything you need on this hat. If I don't have it, then you don't need it." Okay, girl. This was actually done with pencil crayon, but I really wanted it to look like it was done with a pen, for whatever reason. I love to draw because it's so fun. It is so fun. These are some character designs I was working on because eventually I have a little story I would like to tell. This one is just like a little doodle. Another little doodle. It says creature crosswalk. Kind of tried to like do something a little different here, but I wasn't really a fan of anything except for the cat. I love the cat on top. Oops, some scribbles. More scribbles. This is so funny. This is Zabuza from Naruto, but like in my style. Why? I don't know. This is Wallflower at the Soiree. This one, I really like this one. I had a lot of fun drawing this one actually. This is about what it feels like when you're on your commute to work. This one you might have seen me working on in my other vlog. And this one you will have likely seen this at the start of the video when I was working on it. And this one I was working on in my last vlog. So, and that's it. This is from another sketchbook. Just showing you guys some stuff that I like, that I've done. I am the Loch Ness Monster. Welcome to my swamp. I might revisit this idea. Gloomy Bear sketch and a self-portrait. This is what I look like in my mind. This is a day where I felt complicated, and I drew Ryuk from Death Note. So finally this video turned into a bit of a like sketchbook tour, which I wasn't aware of when I started vlogging today. But yeah. Yeah. I think my memory card filled up yesterday when I was in the middle of like talking, kind of ending the video. So don't remember what I was saying, but and yeah. So I really want to get better at like being able to film, like, because yesterday I went to like the grocery store where I bought the like sweet bun and the coconut sweet bun, and then I went to the thrift store, and in my mind I was like, I'm gonna film whatever interesting stuff I see, but I'm like still too shy like to take out my camera. And I guess it's different if you're using a phone, because like I just think people are more used to seeing like people with their phones, but with my camcorder I just feel like really self-conscious, and like I'm gonna get in trouble or something, even though like I don't think that would happen. So yeah, I really hope that I can like overcome that a bit. Anyway, for now I'm doing my best. That's it. Alright, so bye.